You're not just surrounded by toxic relationships in 2026. You're living in a world where drama is content, dysfunction is relatable, and it's now normal to call your partner toxic while never asking how many of those patterns you quietly carry yourself. Stay until the end, or you'll keep running from red flags in others while dragging the same poison into every new relationship you touch. In 2026, being toxic became a joke, an aesthetic, a meme. Jealousy is romanticized, love bombing is trending, and whole communities bond over screenshots of chaotic conversations like it's a sport. We're more educated than ever on words like narcissist, gaslighting, and trauma bond. But here's the paradox. The more we talk about toxic people out there, the less responsibility we take for the toxic patterns we normalize in ourselves. It's easy to say, my ex was toxic. It's harder to say, I stayed. I played my own games. I punished with silence. I lied about how I felt until it exploded. Tonight isn't about blaming you for other people's abuse. It's about facing a darker truth. If chaotic relationships keep feeling familiar, there's a part of you that calls that chaos home. So let's ask the question, no algorithm profits from. Why do toxic relationships feel normal now? And how do you spot the toxicity in the mirror, not just in your partner? Why toxicity became normal in 2026. First, drama is more clickable than peace. Calm, respectful, consistent relationships don't go viral. Screenshots of disrespect, betrayal, screaming matches, and look what he/she did do. The more we consume that as entertainment, the more our brain accepts it as standard. If everyone's relationships look like this, maybe mine isn't that bad. Second, we confuse intensity with depth. Endless fights, breakup/makeup cycles, blocking and unblocking, crying in cars. It all feels deep. A stable, quiet, supportive bond. That feels boring. Until you've been shattered enough times to realize boring was just safe. Third, therapy language without therapy. You pick up words from TikTok, boundary, attachment style, toxic, gaslighting. They're powerful tools in the right hands. In the wrong hands, they become weapons to win arguments and avoid responsibility. He's toxic. She's a narcissist. They're gaslighting me. Maybe. Or maybe sometimes you are using big words to avoid saying, I'm also manipulative. I also lie. I also shut down instead of talking. Fourth, we normalize what we tolerate. If all your friends are in messy situationships, cheating loops, and constant break-and-fix cycles, that becomes the new baseline. So when someone treats you poorly, instead of thinking, this is insane, you think, well, that's just relationships now. Stoicism doesn't accept that. It doesn't care what's common. It cares what's healthy, virtuous, and under your control. Signs of toxic dynamics, not just in them, in you. You already know the big red flags in others. Control, constant criticism, lying, cheating, disrespect. Let's flip it. Here are 7 ways you might be part of the toxicity without admitting it. 1. You punish with silence instead of speaking with honesty. You shut down, ignore messages, or become cold. Not because you're calmly stepping back, but because you want them to feel what you felt. Stoic boundary. I'm not okay with this, I'm stepping back. Toxic pattern. I'm going to vanish, so you panic. If your silence is meant to hurt, not to protect, it's not stoic detachment. It's emotional punishment. 2. You use labels to avoid accountability. You call them toxic, avoidant, narcissist. But if someone watched a replay, they'd see you also. Lying, spying, guilt-tripping, mocking their emotions. Stoicism demands, what is my role in this mess? Where am I doing exactly what I accuse them of? If everybody you date is toxic, and you're always the saint, odds are the story is incomplete. 3. You mistake controlling for caring, checking their phone, constantly asking where they are, getting angry when they don't reply instantly, and calling it just anxiety or I care too much. Real care respects freedom. Control comes from fear, and fear doesn't make love deeper, it makes it smaller. 4. You choose conflict over clarity. Instead of saying, "This hurt me," you start a fight about something else, post cryptic stories, flirt with others to get a reaction, bring up old mistakes just to win the current argument. That's not communication. That's war. 5. You can't stand them being happy without you. When they're low, you're there. When they're up, you feel threatened. Their wins feel like your losses. So you pull them down with criticism, backhanded comments, or sudden drama whenever they're doing well. Healthy love is proud. Toxic love keeps score. 6. You always forgive, but never actually let it go. You say it's fine 10 times. Then, during the first new argument, you unload a weaponized history file going back months or years. That's not forgiveness. That's emotional debt collection. 7. You stay where you're consistently disrespected. This one hurts the most. Because yes, the other person might be truly toxic. But every time you stay after clear evidence, you participate in the toxicity by teaching them, "You can treat me like this, and I will still be here." Stoicism doesn't call that loyalty. It calls that self-betrayal. Stoic way out. Start with yourself. The Stoics didn't waste energy trying to fix other people's character. They worked on their own. If you want to stop living in normalized toxicity, here's your protocol. Step 1. Radical self-audit. Take one past relationship and write, where did I lie? Where did I manipulate? Where did I avoid hard conversations? Where did I stay, even though I knew it was wrong? Not to drown in guilt, but to see the pattern clearly. Step 2. Redefine what healthy looks like. Healthy is not no fights, no triggers, no discomfort. Healthy is respect, repair, honesty, responsibility, and the ability to disagree without destroying each other. If your model of love is only intense highs and lows, your compass is broken. Stoic love is steady, not dull, deep, but not chaotic. Step 3. Stop romanticizing your own behavior. Jealousy is not proof you care. Controlling is not just my attachment style. Exploding and apologizing is not passion. Call things by their real names. Manipulation, avoidance, emotional immaturity. You can't heal what you keep dressing up as personality. Step 4. Practice clean boundaries. A clean boundary sounds like, I'm not okay with this. If this continues, I'll have to step back. I won't raise my voice. If this escalates, I'm leaving the conversation. No threats, no games, no ultimatums you don't mean. Then follow through one, not 10 times. Once. Step 5. Choose peace over familiar chaos. If drama feels more exciting than stability, that's a sign your nervous system is addicted to toxicity. The Stoic path is choosing the quiet relationship that lets you become a better person over the loud one that keeps you entertained and miserable. It will feel boring at first. Sit with that boredom. It's actually safety. Step 6. Accept that you might be the toxic one in someone's story. That doesn't make you a monster. It makes you human, at a certain stage of growth. Stoicism doesn't cancel you for your past. It asks, what will you do with the awareness you have now? Will you keep repeating the same patterns under fancier language? Or will you finally become the person you wish you'd been in your last relationship? Because here's the truth. You can't build a healthy love life on top of a character you refuse to examine. You live in 2026, a world that profits from you staying angry at others and blind to yourself. You don't have to play along. Check yourself first. Clean your side of the fire. Then watch how fast your standards start burning away everything that was poisoning you. Join the Stoic Cartel. Come back to the fire tomorrow. We'll keep turning every rejection into fuel for the kind of man you're becoming.